1 2 1 2. It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. Let me talk to you. Hello, I'm Luke Michael Howard, clinical hypnotist, owner of Hypnosis, and this is the Hypnosis Show. And in November, we are specializing in fasting for health. Right now, we are being broadcast live on the Facebook. If you're on Facebook, put it in the comments below. On Instagram, if you're on Instagram, put it in the comments below. On the TikTok, if you're on TikTok, put it in the comments below. On the X, if you're on X, put it in the comments below. On the LinkedIn, if you're on LinkedIn, put it in the comments below. On the Twitch, if you're on the Twitch, put it in the comments below. And on the YouTube, in case I haven't already said that, put it in the comments below. Because this, folks, is an audience participation type of live. Yes, I can talk. Yes, I have a lovely accent. Yes, I love the sound of my own voice. But it's so much more fun if you and I chat here together. And you can do that by putting your stuff in the comments. So we're giving people a few moments to join us. I can see we have some eyes on us already. All on the X and on YouTube. All right, okay, so X and YouTube will get most of the views right now. So again, in the comments, put where you're watching us from. So I guess we'll get started. This is day 10 on my fast, my 30-day fast. Some people are fucking dumb and they're like, what do you eat on a fast? Well, nothing. That's why it's called a fucking fast. So there's no juices, no vitamins, no minerals, no gimmicks, just water. Just water on this fast. I'm 10 days in. And although this is not about weight loss or weight release, I've lost 16 pounds in 10 days. And I lost 3 inches off my waist. I haven't been hungry once. I shit you not. I actually have not been hungry once. And a challenge for me in past fasts was cravings, right? Oh, I got a craving for this, craving for that. My cravings have been very low, probably a 2 out of 10 so far. What 30 days on this fast? So I'm 10 days in. What's that? 33.33% so far. Sleep's been all right. Sleep's been a lot better than all the other prolonged fasts I've done before. Sleep is very good in comparison. I'm exercising every day. First week, I was exercising an hour every day. This week, a combination of weights, martial arts, and cardio. This week, that is reduced to 45 minutes. I go for about a 30-minute walk outside every day as well. Yeah, so I mean, the biggest challenge has been like the first week. I was feeling really nauseous. There were some days I was feeling really nauseous. So I overcame the situation when it came to fasting with dealing with hunger. I overcome that, right? I'm good with that one. Dealt with it. It's cleared. Then the challenge of brain fog. I dealt with that a few years ago. So good with that. Sleep was an issue up until this year. So sleep, dealt with that. Good with sleep right now. But I started to get really nauseous, and it got so bad on Saturday night, Sunday morning. I woke up at like 4 a.m. and I was literally feeling stabbing in my stomach. So bad. I woke up, went to the toilet, and it wasn't about that. I just had this nauseousness. The stabbing went away, thankfully, this nauseousness. So I went online and I re-familiarized myself with some acupressure points for dealing with nausea. If you're ever nauseous, if you're ever fasting or nauseous in general, whether it be motion sickness or something, let me give you a. Would you like me to give you a tip? Would you like me to give you a tool tonight? A tool that will help you overcome nausea in the moment, that actually works. If you'd like for me to give you the tool that will help you overcome nausea in the real world, in real time, put nausea in the comments below. And later on tonight, I'll teach you this really powerful technique on how to overcome nausea in real time. And it worked for me Saturday night, Sunday morning, when I felt like I was going to vomit my guts, but I didn't have anything in my gut. So I'm vomiting out. But yeah, I'll teach that to you later on. Very powerful technique. And if you want it, put it in the comments below. What else have I learned? Well, you know, I've also learned this time, I used to take a bunch of vitamins and minerals. I take so many vitamins and minerals, I rattle when I walk. And I started taking them when I started off. And one of the big things when you do fast is taking electrolytes. And that's what helped me deal with brain fog in the past. But because I was taking so many vitamins, I just wasn't feeling good. I felt that was aiding to my nausea somehow. This is not the technique, by the way. I'm only going to put that. I'm only going to give you that technique of how to overcome nausea if you put in the comments below. But I stopped taking the vitamins and minerals, and yeah, I haven't noticed any negative impact on that at all. It's actually been a positive thing. Not taking the vitamins and minerals, yes, and that is including electrolytes. Just fixing this light a little bit here right now. So I'm off the vitamins, off the minerals. I mean, the biggest challenge, I'm still working, hypnotizing my clients, helping them overcome trauma, addiction, lose weight, and all that good stuff. The biggest challenge in all of this is mental. It's mental. Every day is torture. It's an ordeal. Make no bones about it. I know some people will go online. Oh, I fasted and I found God. Oh, I just got this spiritual enlightenment, and in day 3, all my energy just got unlocked, and I felt energized, and I felt good, and I felt amazing. Got this mental clarity, these beautiful ideas came to me. I've read that shit online before. And as someone who's done multiple prolonged fasts, this one being the longest, 30 days, I don't get any of that shit. It's just an ordeal. It's suffering. Every fucking day, the ordeal is another day. I'm 10 days in. Most people will never go 10 days and make a conscious choice to not eat. In 10 days, I'm only 1/3 of the way there. Still got 20 or so days left if I go the distance. Yeah, and it's just every day having to micromanage my energy, my focus, my mentality. It's tough. It's tough. It's not easy. It's not easy, but I made the choice to do this. But that's the toughest thing, is the monotony of every day, the same shit, the misery. Some people ask, well, what if people eat around you? Your girlfriend eats around you or something? I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem watching people eat. In fact, one of my cheeky hacks is I go online late at night and I watch people, competitive food eaters, eat huge amounts of food, and it kind of scratches my itch. But what does bother me, if I'm around someone who eats and they're fucking noisy in the way that they eat, where they're sucking and they're slurping and all this, that annoys me. But that annoys me even when I am eating, sensitive to sound. But as far as watching other people eat and then feeling inclined to eat, does that make it harder for me? No, that the actual purpose or being around somebody who eats is not a problem in that respect. Oh, it's a bit dark now, isn't it? Always with this bloody lighting. Let's see if we get that. All right. Yeah, so if you have any questions, put it in the comments below. It's far more fun if you and I interact here. So yeah, drop it in the comments. And if any questions you have about fasting, prolonged fasting, the effects of fasting, if you're on the social media, on the Facebook, on the TikTok, and the YouTube, every day I'm posting a video, front, side, and back of day 1, day 2, day 3, all the way up to day 10. So if you see that online, that's how you can actually see my progress. And again, this is not about physical transformation, although that's always a bonus. Not about spiritual enlightenment, but that's cool. It's not about healing sicknesses or illness, but that's all great. This is just a mental ordeal to overcome. That's the reason that I'm doing it. People are, well, why are you doing it? Why that reason? And I always say to them, for those who believe, no explanation is needed. For those that don't, none will be given. If you get it and get what I'm doing, then you get it. And if you don't get it, it doesn't matter how much I explain it to you or how many metaphors that I use, you'll never get it. And that's okay. I'm not here to be understood. I'm here to show what's possible. And I always say, if you're thinking about fasting, I'm not here telling you should fast. I'm not here telling you should be fasting, not eating for 30 days. I'm not here telling you that. I'm simply here documenting what I'm doing. That's it. If you want to do it, you've consulted with your doctor, you're all good, then that's bloody fantastic. But I'm not here telling you should do it, or I'm not telling you that you shouldn't do it. All right? If you've got any comments, folks, put them in the comments below. I'm just looking at the old TikTok here to see some comments. All right, Morris 3EB broke my hand. I'm sorry to hear that. Not sure what that has to do with the fasting live we're doing now, but I hope it heals up. Who else we got? Who's joined us? Has any questions about fasting? All right, same fella says I'm not good. Okay, I'm sorry that you're not good. Yeah, if you've got any questions about fasting, put them in the comments below. I'm just scrolling down on the old TikTok right now. Because sometimes these get lost, right? These questions. So try and get back to them in real time. Let's look on every other social if anyone got any questions. Oh, guys, if you don't ask me, I'm not going to share that technique with you and how to get rid of nausea in less than 1 minute. And it's really bloody powerful. It saved me on Saturday night, Sunday morning. I'll tell you that. I'm curious. What country are you in as well? Where are you watching me from? And I've got a lot of people in Canada and North America, perhaps some in England. Where are you watching me from? Yeah, you. Don't just sitting there watching me like a pervert. I'm just kidding, not really. But where are you watching me from? Put it in the comments below. I'm curious. Let's see how far we can spread the net of change here. And as I said, this is 10 days. 10 days so far. 10 days in the fast. only 20 more days left. And as I shared with you guys last week, if I look at it as 20 days and I joke about it now, it's overwhelming. I'll stop. I'll quit. It's overwhelming. It's too much. So I look at it as a day, AA, day at a time. Then 1 day by day. That's what they say, isn't it? Yeah, if I look at it like that, it's too much as well. So I look at it, I break the day into 4 6-hour segments equaling 24 hours. And every 6 hours, I draw a little line, and then the other line, and then the other line, and the other line. So eventually it's an X. And then once I've drawn that X on my little calendar, I put the number of days. Today it was 10. And then bang, we're now in technically day number 11 right now. But as I said, if you're interested, if you're curious as to how far the change, the physical shift, then on the TikTok, you'll see a bunch of videos. Day 1 through 6 has been posted so far, although I'm on day 10, a little bit behind on the posting. Same on Facebook and the same on YouTube. And on all of those platforms, you're watching me on one of them, but it'll be Hypnosis. If we're not friends on one of them or connected, put Hypnosis in LUKENOSIS.com and you shall find my stuff. Anyone here who's watching fasted before? if you have fasted, what's the longest you have fasted for? What's the longest that you have fasted for? Curious. Anyone done 10 days, 20 days, 30 days? Anyone done more than 30 days? It's funny, right? Like, most people behave themselves. But on TikTok, not everyone on TikTok, a lot of great people on TikTok, right? But on TikTok seems to attract a lot of trolls. A lot of good people, but also a lot of trolls asking dumb fucking questions that they just completely have lost the point. Like, oh, how tall are you? Or why do you not shave your chest? What the fuck does that have to do with the fast, you moron? Some other people are, this is dangerous. No, it's not dangerous to fast, number one. And number two, I'm not telling you should do it. I'm doing it. If you want to do it, that's your choice. I'm doing it. Not telling you what to do it. No, you know what's more dangerous than fasting? Filling yourself up with sugar, with the normal North American diet of overeating and being morbidly obese. That's what's bloody dangerous. There's some of these people, and then when you comment back on them, they get all defensive and they play the victim mode. Yeah, if you're going to come and troll me, you're not going to out troll me. You're going to. I'm not. I just want to live my life and post content to help people. But if you're going to interact with my content and you're going to be abusive or be a troll, guess what? I'll be the biggest fucking troll that you ever met, that you ever saw in your life, and I will out troll you and make you cry. So don't come on my pages talking shit, because I'll make you feel about that small. Right? This is something I'm giving to people as an inspiration to help them, not to sit back to be abused by some creep in his cellar who's jacking off with one hand while he's typing with the other hand. He's fucking ambidextrous, this fucker, typing abusive things. He hasn't seen sunlight in the last 7 days. You got these cellar dwellers there. Hey, Jenny, excuse me. Jenny says 5 days. Awesome, Jenny. 5 days is tough. The toughest one I ever did was 3 days because I wasn't used to it. So me break it actually, Jenny, it took me 15 years to break 3 days. And then when I broke 3 days, it was 4. 4 was easy. Well, not easy, but easier. 4, 5, 7, 10, 14, 21. And this is going to be 28 to 30 days. So 5 days is tough, Jenny. Good job. What results did you get, Jenny? Like, did you feel good? What were your discoveries, your learnings, Jenny, on your fast when you did it? Just looking at the comments on the other socials. See, we've got some people on the X. Who's on X? You on X? If you're on X, tell me who you are. I want to get familiar with my audience on the X. And Twitch. Who's on Twitch? I want to get familiar with my audience on Twitch. I can see who's watching from different platforms. Put in the comments below. Yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. Weird thing is today, day 11 at 6:57 p.m. We entered day 11 tonight. But this is the day I've had the most energy, to be honest. Yeah. The day I've had the most energy, which is good. Been busy today, probably been the busiest day as well. Excuse me. Yeah. So again, I still have no fucking earthly idea how I'm going to get through another 20 days. But I didn't have any idea how I was going to get through 10. So here I am. Yeah. Let's see. Basically 2 more lives. I think it's 2 more lives before this ordeal is over. So can't wait for that moment. Already got a list of the foods I'm going to eat once I've safely reintroduced, refed, excuse me, healthy foods into my system when I break this fast. But yeah, I've got a list of the foods that I eat. One of the things is the chicken wings. I want to have those spicy chicken wings. The ones they do at Pizza here in Canada. Spicy chicken wings. Barbecue, not really spicy. I want to have some of those. It's right on the top of my list. But yeah, I mean, that's where I'm at. Biggest challenge is just the monotony, the misery, the suffering of I goes another day. And just I get a weird taste in my mouth now, so everything tastes nasty. Water tastes nasty. It is like everything just tastes shitty. So that's not pleasant, but that's the ketos. I measured my ketos as I do every morning, 0 to 10. And this morning, 10 being extreme fat burning. Today I was at 9.22. I'm going to break that thermometer soon on how high in ketosis that I am. Yeah. So, if you have some questions, now would be the good time to put them in the comments. And I'll give you a few moments to do that, because other than that, I'm going to go and do other stuff. And then we join you guys next week. So if you've got any comments, put them in now. If you're watching after the fact, you put your comments in. I will endeavour to answer those comments in a timely fashion. Anything else I've learned over this week? Well, not related to fasting at all, but hey, let's throw it out there. I watched this Milli Vanilli, not the documentary that I watched last year, but I watched a movie on Milli Vanilli. I remember the very popular band in 1989, 1990, and about their transition to fame and their sharp drop off. And whenever I hear that story, it makes me cry. I don't cry for a lot of things, but I don't know what it is about that story. When it gets to the end, it actually makes me very upset. It made me cry. I watched it last night, and I am not ashamed to say my first cry of this year was for Milli Vanilli. I don't know what that says about me, but I'm a complicated character. But yeah, it was actually pretty good, pretty close to the documentary that I saw last year. It's called Girl, You Know It's True. But those guys had some good dance moves, Milli Vanilli, and they had some catchy songs. Whether they didn't sing it, but they had a great look as well. They had a great look. It was a shame what happened to Rob, who was the guy that ended up dying. We still have a Fab with us, but Rob is now deceased. But catchy songs, great look. They were a phenomenon for a cup of coffee. That's wrestling terminology for a very short amount of time. But they were the biggest stars in the world. Anyways, enough about Milli Vanilli. And what I'm watching at 12 midnight when I can't sleep. Now, most nights I can sleep. I go to bed late anyways. But unless you got any comments, folks, then I am going to call it a day. Going to wrap it up here. And I will see you next Wednesday. Same Luke time. Same Luke place. Same Luke channel. Always believe.